There's an undeniable thrill that comes with slipping behind the wheel of a car that feels as though it was born to dart through corners and tear down straights, and the 2026 BMW M2 captures that essence in every deliberate detail. At its core lies the revered 3.0-litre inline-six, thoughtfully turbocharged and tuned to deliver 473 horsepower, a 20 horsepower bump over the previous model that immediately translates into sharper response whenever you prod the accelerator. For purists who live for the visceral connection between hand and shift lever, BMW wisely continues to offer a 6-speed manual transmission, ensuring that the M2 still speaks the language of true driver engagement. Even with that manual box installed, the sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour still clocks in at a blistering 4.1 seconds, just a few tenths off the lightning-quick automatic version, which pairs the engine's 443 pound-feet of torque with a rapid-fire dual-clutch gearbox and, very likely, edges out the manual on the stopwatch by a hair. And because this coupe sends its power to the rear wheels by default, every ounce of that potency is tasked with fanning your senses rather than quietly shuttled to all four corners. Yet horsepower figures only tell part of the story. It's on winding tarmac where the new M2 truly stakes its claim, its chassis and suspension having been laboriously honed to deliver razor-sharp agility without sacrificing composure over less than perfect pavement. Dive into a chicane or plant the car's broad shoulders into a high-speed sweep, and the balance is uncanny. Body roll is tamed. Steering precision feels calibrated by a surgeon's hand, and even when the asphalt undulates, the entire platform stays dignified rather than distracted. BMW's engineers have leaned into the coupe's compact footprint and widened track to make the M2 the quickest 2 Series to lap a circuit, a feat that translates into confidence-inspiring control every time you wind up the steering wheel. Whether you're chasing a personal best on a racetrack or simply carving a fun route home through back roads, there's an almost electric sense of anticipation in how sharply and immediately the M2 obeys your input. For anyone hoping to blend track excursions with weekday errands, the 2026 M2 manages that tightrope walk more gracefully than you might expect, although a couple of compromises come with the territory. The rear seats, while unquestionably clever and functional for storing luggage or flinging a briefcase behind you, won't win awards for legroom or headroom if you regularly ferry grown-ups in the back. Yet the front cabin is supportive and snug, wrapping you in bolstered Vanasca leather on sports seats that embrace your silhouette when you're hustling through twists, yet ease up enough on a Monday morning commute to avoid jostling you awake before your coffee does. Fuel economy figures haven't been officially pegged yet for the 26 model, but given the M2's spirited character, it seems reasonable to expect something in the neighborhood of 16 miles per gallon around town and 24 miles per gallon on the highway, numbers that, while modest, are entirely forgivable in exchange for the kind of performance this coupe dishes out. Step inside and you'll immediately notice BMW's leap forward in interior technology and ergonomics. Dominating the dash is the new 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen running the latest iDrive 8.5 software, a system that abandons the old-school center console touchpad in favor of direct interaction, all while seamlessly integrating climate control functions into the digital interface. This consolidation creates a cleaner, more minimalist center stack that feels as modern as the M2's athletic demeanor suggests. The flat-bottom steering wheel is another highlight. Its thicker rim offers a firmer, more tactile grip, while the red center stripe at 12 o'clock nods to the car's racing DNA. For chillier days, an optional heated version wrapped in premium synthetic leather ensures that your hands stay warm without sacrificing the wheel's direct feedback. Customization has always been a hallmark of BMW's M division, and the 2026 M2 provides ample opportunity to stamp your personality on the chassis. Inside, you can choose striking red contrast stitching that pops against the black Vanasca seats, or step further into the realm of track focus by opting for the M carbon bucket seats, once part of a pricey package, now offered as a standalone upgrade for those who want the maximum support during hard cornering. On the outside, the palette has expanded beyond the standard Alpine white or San Marino blue, introducing vivid new hues like frozen pure gray metallic, which shimmers with a matte-like sophistication under the sun, Vegas red metallic for those who crave attention, and Sao Paulo yellow, whose brightness instantly telegraphs the M2's playful intentions. For the true individualist, BMW's individual program can cloak the coupe in ultra-exclusive finishes such as twilight purple pearl effect or Java green metallic paints so deep and complex they look alive with movement even when parked. Naturally, None of these bells and whistles would matter if the car didn't live up to its billing as a true driver's machine, and the M2 delivers on that promise with every astonishing flourish of its engine note and tire screech. The exhaust note itself has been recalibrated for 2026 to offer a richer growl at higher revs, adding to the emotional payoff when you tease the throttle. Flick the drive mode selector into Sport or Sport Plus, and throttle mapping sharpens, steering weight stiffens, and the stability and traction controls loosen their grip just enough to allow the rear end to flirt with controlled slides, an intoxicating invitation for any driver who appreciates a two-wheel drive taillight moment. All this comes at a base price of $66,075, an amount that, when weighed against the levels of performance, technology, and bespoke customization on offer, represents remarkable value in the fiercely competitive sports coupe segment. Whether you prioritize the analog joy of roll-your-own shifts, crave the seamless urgency of a rapid-fire automatic, or simply want a stunning, supremely capable machine to rouse your senses every morning, the 2026 BMW M2 stakes its claim as a true enthusiast's choice. From its track-focused setup and robust horsepower upgrade to the cutting-edge cockpit tech and head-turning aesthetics, this coupe reminds us why BMW's M division remains a benchmark for driver-centric engineering. In a world that sometimes seems obsessed with hybrid buzzwords and silent electric thrills, the new M2 stands as a defiant reminder of the sheer, unfiltered joy that comes from nothing more or less than horsepower, precision, and a deeply satisfying connection between human and machine.